Hi, welcome to Survival Skills. Um, so I've been busy playing. I just haven't been videotaping everything I've been doing. I went to the end and I got actually two pairs of elytra, and I got to fight the dragon. The system administrator reset the end for me so that I could go fight the dragon, and because the end item was just littered with stuff that people had done in creative mode, so he reset the end, and I got to go into a fresh new end island and fight the dragon properly. And then I went through the end city portal, and there was a big end city right there, like 300 blocks away. It was the most beautiful sight because I didn't have to bridge thousands of blocks to get my first set of elytra. So I took that down, got my elytra, got a bunch of shulker boxes, came back, regrouped. Then I went back and uh, went for a fly around with my new elytra and found another end city and got myself a spare pair of elytra. So now I have. Hello, sir. Yes, I'm trying to make a video here. Uh, could you please not? Yeah, just you're welcome to watch, but please don't interrupt. So I got another set of elytra. Now the sheep wants in on the action. All right. So got that. Got a bunch of nice armor and weapons and stuff. It was a good end city. Both of them were. And let's see. Came back and did some work with my villagers. So let me pop into first person mode here. And so once I had the elytra, I wanted to get like unbreaking. I had mending already, but I wanted to get unbreaking. So I noticed something with these librarians, and you should know this if you're working with librarians, is that theoretically, when you put down a lectern, if one of these guys takes that as his lectern, theoretically nobody else will take it. But it might have been the way I did it or something, but I ended up with what I thought were more librarians than I had lecterns, which implies that some of the lecterns were being used by more than one villager. So I've got these librarians like this guy. I didn't plan to have this librarian. He just somehow stumbled up to this lectern and turned into a librarian, but I have not traded with him. So all I need to do, I need to get him out of here and put a lectern in front of him and cycle him and get the trades that I want. So that's what I did. So I had one that I needed to temporarily move him. So I temporarily moved him out here. And I'm going to put him back now that I've got what I want from him. And I moved him like 60 blocks away from the village because I think it's like the magic number's 45 or 48 or something. If you take them that far away from any other points of interest, quote, points of interest like workstations, they'll forget about them. They'll forget about, so he supposedly from out here, he can't see any of the workstations that are up there in the village from here. So the only things he sees is this lectern. So once I had him out here, I was able to just cycle this lectern like I've shown in other videos, and I cycled through a bunch of trades with him. It took me like 5 Minecraft days of just spamming this lectern down and breaking it and putting it down and breaking it and putting it down and checking trades till I finally got what I wanted, which was Unbreaking 3. And I got a great price on it, 19 emeralds for Unbreaking 3. So I'm going to buy some Unbreaking 3 books from him, a couple more, and then I'm going to wheel him back into the village, and then I can wheel another villager or librarian out here, and I can make any kind of villager that I want. They don't have to be librarians. I can make them anything I want. Like, for example, I want a leather worker, so I could bring even one of those librarians that we just looked at. They're not locked in, so once I bring them out here, they'll forget their workstation and they'll become unemployed again, and then I can make them like a leather worker, and then I can move them up. Actually, I don't know if they'll be in this barn, But this would be a great place for a leather worker, I think. You know, this is where the leather is. I've got plans for a much larger barn, and it's done by a guy named Mythical Sausage. Uh, I think that's a great name, and he's a great builder. And he did a tutorial, a block by block tutorial on how to make this really nice, big, nice farm that will hold all your animals, like your cows, sheep, pigs. You can even put rabbits in there, and then there are horse stalls in there as well. So this barn might get repurposed, and then I'm going to build a much larger one out here in the landscape somewhere. So that's coming up later. So let's see, what else did we do? So we did the end. We've been working with librarians. And by the way, here are some of the traits that I've got: mending, unbreaking 3, protection 4, fortune 3, silk touch, and that's just the ones that I put up. This is going to be just like the most awesome trading center. Look at that, a golem spawned on the roof. So I noticed that when you do the iron farm, keep this in mind. When you put the roof over the top of the iron farm, because I had this happen on my iron farm, you put a roof over the top of the villagers so they won't get struck by lightning. This building here is 1, 2, 3, 4 tall minimum, right? Now he might have spawned on one of these blocks right here, but they'll spawn up above your villagers. So I put my roof in my other farm like 7 blocks above my villagers because I didn't want any golems spawning on the roof. So when you do your iron farm and you put your witch protection, Ray's work said to put it up 4 blocks, but my experience has been that golems can spawn on top of it if you only put it 4 blocks above the farm. So I suggest you put it higher. Put it up 7 blocks, extend it out more on the sides if you have to, but raise it up so you don't have golems spawning on the roof. So I think that guy's new. So I got like 7 golems or 8 golems in this village now. They just keep spawning in. I might have to come up with a way to harvest them just to keep them under control, because they're just, at some point they're going to start really getting in the way. So you don't see it now, but I know that I've got a big cluster of golems standing around somewhere in the farm here. I mean in the village. So lots of golems, a bunch of happy villagers, well protected. So let's see, that's what's up with the village. And still got plans for the flower biome out behind this village. Haven't done the flower farms yet, but that's coming. I did get some nice, I like this, what you can do. Here's an example. So you can do this dyed leather armor and put prop 4 and unbreaking and mending on it, and it'll hold up just fine, and you can have a whole wardrobe of this stuff. So, you know, it's something that's overlooked. Everybody goes for the diamond armor right off the bat, and you know, it's really the leather is very nice. So maybe consider that. So when I get the flower farms up, I can do a little factory to make this kind of armor. So let me see if I can catch a sleep, or did somebody do a time set day? There's somebody else on the server with me, and they did a time set day. So there's one other thing I wanted to show you. This was just, I just don't know, maybe I got bored and wanted to go try it, do some adventuring. I went and I did some exploration in my boat, and did some shipwrecks. And then I wanted to do something even more, so I made myself this cartographer here, gave him a little place to live. He's happy, got a nice place. These were 2 houses that had kind of like generated together, and they had a shared wall, so I just knocked it out and made this little pass through. So now I have storage in here too. So this doubles as a storage area. But then I traded with him, so I've got him traded up to expert level now, so I can get banners off of him and stuff. But the Ocean Explorer map I can get, haven't gotten it yet. I did get this. I got the Woodland Explorer map. There it is. I went to the mansion, and it's not that far away. It's only like, well, this direction from where I'm standing right now, this is actually this is a little bit of a distance, but I've got the nether tunnel to take me there, so it shaved a lot of distance off. So it's probably 6 or 7,000 blocks to the south, and then it's a couple thousand blocks to the east. So I went there, I lit it all up. It's beautiful. It's got this beautiful lake view. I think this is the lake view out behind it right here, or maybe this is. But you can see it's got water on both sides of it. I think this is the lake view. Got picture windows looking out this side of it. They're going to be really excellent offices and bedrooms, places to live, and set up base in there. So it's all lit up. I didn't show the takedown on video because I didn't know if people would be interested in watching another video on somebody running through the mansion, you know, fighting mobs. If you like to see that kind of stuff, if you want to see that kind of stuff on my channel, let me know, and I'll make sure that I do video the next time I do something like that, or when I go to the end. You know, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go fly around and get as many elytra as I can get before everybody else on the server realizes that we did a reset on the end, because they'll all go fly in there in creative mode and mess it all up again. So I want to go back and I want to go get as much stuff as I can before everybody piles in there. So let me know if you want to see the takedowns and the mob fighting and stuff. It was a fun time. I had a great time. I just didn't tape it. So I think that's pretty much where we're at right now. Yeah, I don't want to make the video too long. This is kind of a check-in video because I haven't done one in a couple of days. Hope you enjoyed it. Click the like button if you liked it, and leave your comments and questions below. And please click the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure that you won't miss out on future videos. So to make sure that you won't miss out on future videos, you need to take a breath in between sentences. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.